people, this is lesson 3 for clarinet, and we're going to be using just the barrel joint and the mouthpiece with the ligature and the reed. So that's all we'll need, and hopefully you can remember how we place that reed just so that you can see a pencil thin line of the black mouthpiece over the reed, and that your ligature screws are tight, and that the ligature is down below where the bamboo reed is shaved. Right here, this top section, it's got to be down here where you can see the bark. So we should be good to go. Hopefully you've soaked that reed so it'll vibrate. Now, if you'll remember from lesson 1 and the review from 2, that this is a whole note. It gets 4 beats of sound, and these little arrows represent the downbeats. So this high whole note right here, 4 beats of sound. Then this whole note rest gives us 4 beats of silence. Let's play number 1. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's review, though, also the embouchure. We're rolling the bottom lip under just a little bit, just to cover the bottom teeth. The 2 top teeth will fit on top of the mouthpiece, and you're going to flex all these muscles in your lips to get them right up against the teeth, just like that. Oh, and you're going to get it all flat, and your chin should be pointed like this. All right. So, and then I'll begin each note with the tongue just barely touching the reed right there. So let's do number 1 again. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now, right here, I said the high A fingering. That's actually on a clarinet. If you're reading music and they got the whole clarinet put together, it would that would be a high A, and that's how you would finger it: the thumb, the register key, and 1 and 2, plus nothing else. But you'd have your other fingers just above the keys. But that's the note it would be right there. If you played it, the G 2 octaves above middle C on the piano is the. If you're on a piano, that's the note that we're actually be playing, a high G there. All right, now number 2, we've got a whole note followed by 2 half notes. They don't get 4 beats, they get 2 beats because they have the stem. They're half notes. They're half as long as a whole note. And then the rest of these rhythms are pretty obvious. But let's try this. And 1, 2, 3. Now you'll probably hear me using a little bit of trailing vibrato. I'll try to hit the note straight on, and then at the end, I'll just move my bottom lip or my bottom jaw just a teeny tiny bit. Now, when you're playing the clarinet, you don't move your jaw. I'm just using it for vibrato to get that wavy wah sound at the ends of notes. But you never want to move your jaw when you're just tonguing a note, because otherwise you'll get this scoop tone sound, dwa, 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 like that, or like you're beating a puppy or something. So you don't want it to sound like that. You want it to sound a little more musical than puppy beating. Not that you would ever do that. Now, number 3. Number 3, we have a half note for 2 beats of sound and a half note rest for 2 beats of silence. And it goes back and forth for these 2 measures, and then half note city, half note rest. So let's try number 3. Sorry, my number 3 is too high. It should be right there. I got to fix that. 1, 2, 3. Right. And then number 4. This is just mixing up those rhythms that we saw: half note rest, half note, etc. Let's try number 4. 1, 2, 3. Three, 4. All right. Now, in number 5, we've got 4 quarter notes in this first measure, followed by 4 quarter note rest in the next measure. So 4 attacks of sound, 4 beats of sound, 4 beats of silence there. So Ray, and you just lightly touch your tongue to the underneath side of the reed right there, not on the tip because that would sting. Ouch. Ray, number 5. 1, 2, Ray, and rest. 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Number 6, we start off with a whole note and followed by some quarter notes, etc. And notice this little dot right here, this little phrase marking. What I wanted you to do is try to play this in one breath so that we'll have a 4 measure phrase or a 4 bar phrase. These are also called bars. Each measure is like, so it's a 4 bar phrase or a 4 measure phrase. And here's another one. So I'd take a breath here and play straight through this without breathing in. And then I'd take a little bit of breath right here, and then I'll play the rest of the exercise without taking any breaths in here. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Right, and you want to keep your jaw still. I didn't do such a great job of that in this little section right here. And now notice number 7. We've got some random rest stuck in here on beat 3, then back over here in the last part of the song. There's one on beat 4, there's one on beat 2 and 4. So let's try number 7 here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. And then, sorry, I didn't put number 8 down here, but you'll go ta, rest, ta, rest, ta, ta, ta. And we're holding that one out because it's got a hollow inside, making it a half note. See, these are just quarter notes, 1 beat a piece. 1, 2, 3. Rest, rest, 2, 3. Rest, rest. All right. So that is what lesson 3 for the clarinet is all about.